Hi, I'm Kathy Sweedler with University of Illinois Extension, and I'm happy to have this opportunity to share with you our team's decision to move our financial education programming online this summer and respond to the unique financial challenges of the pandemic. We decided to offer our Money Mentors training online with a 12-week webinar series, and we invited the general public to join us for 8 weeks of this. Two audiences shared goals. In Illinois, we've been doing Money Mentors training for about 7 years now, and it's been a flipped classroom approach with um, a combination of in-person and online work. But in May of 2020, we decided to take this completely online. That meant learning a lot of new software, trying out and evolving new teaching styles to meet the challenges of teaching online. But I'm happy to say we felt like it was a success. We had 21 graduates into our Money Mentors program. We did offer some extras for our mentors during the webinars that the general public didn't receive, including homework, which we used Microsoft Teams in order to have a place for discussions and post things. Our Let's Talk Money series, that for the general public was a success. We had over 580 people register and somewhere around 80 people attended each webinar. So we really enjoyed the opportunity to reach out to them. Our webinar topics were similar to many money management webinars, but we did pull in some different themes, including how the special information people needed during the pandemic to protect their financial situations. We also talked a lot about talking about money and communicating. Our webinars were highly engaged because we had a full team of people who were participating during the webinars, giving us a chance to answer questions as they were asked in the chat, to use polls and breakout rooms. We found that people and the participants really liked the chat. It gave them a chance to ask questions throughout the webinar and also a place to share ideas about the topics that we were discussing. We also used polls and again found really good take-up rate. About 80% of participants used the polls in response. We used them for things like making decisions about how would they use credit. In this example, we asked them, where should Joe put extra money if he had it to try to pay down debt? We also used the polls to gather impact data about changing in behaviors like how much people might save before and after the webinar, and to collect data about demographics that we needed as well. We tried using breakout rooms. We did it a couple times. Those turned out to be a little bit more challenging to be successful, but we're going to be trying them again more in the future. But we did find that deciding to have a facilitator designated before we started our breakout rooms made a big difference in their success and people's comfort level. We sent out a post-webinar series survey to see what people thought about the webinar. And we found that overall there was very high satisfaction with using these online educational tools. We did see a little bit of a vocal minority that didn't like the breakout rooms. We also found that we were able to encourage engagement throughout by weekly follow-up emails. And these emails linked to recorded webinars and also provided additional resources. We had a 43% open rate and 25% click-through rate. Each webinar was recorded, closed captioned, and posted on YouTube and Illini Media Space. And that has been something that we heard a lot from participants that they really appreciated, especially some of our older adults. We're still seeing people go to listen to those. Measuring impact of distance education is always a challenge, but the survey gives us some proof that there was positive change in knowledge, ability, and attitudes regarding personal finance. And sometimes it's also the qualitative pieces that we hear from people that really make it worthwhile as an educator. And so we were very happy to see that people had positive things to say about our webinars when we asked them, what's the most important thing you learned in this series? I wanted to share that with you here today too. So we walked away from these webinars feeling good about them, feeling that we had learned some things about best practices that we can take forward as we do more education, as well as things that we want to change the next time that we do something like this. We do plan to offer this 12-week webinar series starting again at the end of January, which will include training again for Money Mentor volunteers, as well as opening it up to the public. If you have any questions about this, please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to talk to people, and my email is sweedler@illinois.edu. Thank you. Bye.